Hello. This video is about masculine and feminine energy. I've been learning about this recently, and just like the yin and the yang, there's a balance, there's a harmony, there's something that is inside all of us. Um, there was, a thing about straight lines and curved lines in the universe. Basically, one of the Greek philosophers was saying that there are, direct ways to do geometry, such as making a right triangle. So let's go ahead and make a right triangle. But then there's also other ways to think about the universe in that as things go, they have a curve, an arc. And so just imagine here that you might have something that starts at the beginning and then kind of gets to its peak and then also just kind of recedes back down to the beginning or to the end, sorry. So this is going to be the discussion about masculine and feminine energy, and I'm going to make up a diagram to try to explain the Vitruvian Man, which is a piece of art by Leonardo da Vinci that it kind of showcases this balance between masculine and feminine energy. So I'm creating a segment here where I'm saying, okay, each one of these lines is going to be divided up into numbers. And so let's say that we have some sections here, we have different parts. And so what constitutes this line? What are we making up of this feminine energy, which is curved? Let's say that the feminine energy is receptive and wants to receive, okay? Let's say that there's passive energy where it's okay to be able to anneal with other things, and anneal meaning that you're going to conform to the environment, you're going to be comfortable with the things that are happening around you. You have this intuitive behavior, there's an inward type of confidence, you have this creative feeling. All of these different things are part of the feminine energy structure that is within every type of consciousness in the planet or in the universe. So let's just keep going here. So we're going to continue to fill this in and say that all of these different types of energy are flowing naturally and just sort of creating this energy that emanates outward from this shape. Okay. All right. So, feminine energy has understanding and it's nurturing. Okay. So there's all different types of things that the feminine can do to be able to constitute these structures, right? So as we continue to put more and more on here, we may get, additional energy flowing throughout the system. All right, so the feminine energy also asks for acceptance or is listening. They're vulnerable to new ideas. They like to be able to think outside of the ordinary. They have this ability to share and just comfort in community. They want to be part of the community. And when I say they, I don't necessarily mean that, we don't all have feminine energy. There's something in the universe that basically is within us. Different cultures and different religions talk about this differently, such as the Shakti and the Shiva. Shiva being the masculine energy in the Hinduism, and Shakti being the feminine energy. And so let's talk about masculine energy just for a minute so we can kind of get the idea of these straight lines. We have, this projection, we have this ability to say, here's my ideas, and here's something that I think should be direct and decisive. We have the ability to be active and constantly want to do other things that are, beyond our existence. We want to expand our viewpoint. I noticed that I'm saying we there. Okay, so like I'm a man and there's women, but again, we all have masculine and feminine energy. We have to understand this. We have to know that it flows within us. So if me being a man, I may want to be more direct when I speak. I may say we because I'm a collective soul of a manlyhood. But there's also the ability to talk about it as a collectiveness. So we need to accept that. All right. So a man is giving and expansive. So he might share things in such a way that he has a very direct viewpoint on how you should take advantage of those things. Um, there's an outward type of energy, an outward confidence that he's going to project out his vision even beyond maybe where the feminine energy exists. And so this type of situation creates a harmony or a balance of this energy back and forth. Okay, so there's outward expansion and confidence, clarity. Me trying to make these videos is me trying to get some clarity on my understanding of these principles that I learned through philosophy and through science and through religion and spirituality and all these different things that I've been looking into to understand, the origin of this energy, this structure. One of the things I noticed recently is that if you look for these kind of intuitions, these signs in the universe, you will see that there's a spiritual energy that's flowing. And I don't want to throw anybody off guard about what it says to be spiritual, but what I mean is that you almost have this feeling or this notion of a want to move in that direction. And just to give you an example, like, you might have a craving for some food. Now, that may be related to what's also in your body and what's in your microcosm of organisms that are also existing within you. But essentially, let's say they all agree on something and they're saying, oh, well, let's go over here and get this type of food. Um, you know, with the feminine energy, you might, be kind of a little bit more open and be able to go pretty much anywhere that you want to go, but you sort of have your ideas, your tastes, but you're kind of open to other people around you. You want that community, you want that love. Um, Whereas masculine energy, you might say, no, I'm going to Taco Bell and that's all I'm going to. And if you do that, maybe you'll have people that go with you or maybe not, but you'll still go to Taco Bell. All right. So, there's confidence in what you're doing, there's clarity, and then also we have protection and courage. So the idea is that, if something's going on and somebody needs protection, maybe a man is kind of getting that confidence, he's building it up and he's saying, you know what, I'm going to go help, I'm going to go do this. And so as we continue to draw all of this here, we'll just start to put more straight lines, and we'll say that the man is becoming, this grid of lines that are very defined. He's got these viewpoints of each node intersecting, and he's saying, I've done this before, I'm going to act upon this. In fact, the masculine energy is actually part of the left brain, and the feminine energy is part of the right brain. And I say that because, in diagrams that I've reviewed and other things, they're talking about this corollary or analogy to be able to say that the energy kind of is a balance, is between. Again, think of the yin and the yang. So if we think of the left brain being in charge of, kind of direction and action and movement and controlling your body, and the right brain as far as being thoughtful ideas and creativeness and expression and being able to do things outside of the ordinary, of course those things need to balance, right? And so that's what's going on here is the feminine energy and the masculine energy are constantly harmonizing and balancing between two states of mind, and those two states of mind requires discipline. The masculine energy has discipline, and the left brain is what controls this, and that's why we get a straight line. Basically it's like, how do I get from point A to point B? If you ask a man this question, he'll say, go down there, turn left at the stop sign, and don't go anywhere else besides that way. If you ask a woman this question about where to go, she might say, well, you could go this way or you could go that way. And oh, by the way, where are you? I care about you, and are you this way or are you that way? And they might, think into the intuition of it and say, well, I'm going to help them as best as I can, regardless of where they're at, okay? So those are some of the things about masculine and feminine energy, and I wanted to talk about it today so that I could learn, so that I can understand the balance of energy between all the different points that I have within myself. So I'm going to be looking more into the Vitruvian Man and some of the other concepts around masculine and feminine energy, especially around yin and the yang and the balance and the energy, because these things help me to understand what's going on out in the world. and I'll be able to go and interact with people a lot easier and be able to understand the energy that's flowing, be able to understand who wants to go to Taco Bell and who wants to do whatever else. And that's the thing that I'm thinking about today. Thank you.